open. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is the prodigious, the prominent professor at Proclamation News and Gatherance. I'm coming in. It's almost 16 over conversation. 16 over. I'm not trying to entice 16-year-old. I'm a mature adult. I mean, I couldn't think of anything worse than trying to endeavour, enticing of young adults. As I'm a mature, wise, very, very wise adult myself. I'm not looking at settling down. If I was, it'd be someone over probably over 36, 40. 40s is my mature age. But I'm talking about maturity levels. It's coming from perspective because I'm a model as well as a political analyst and other things in my spare time. I want to talk about something that needs to be spoken about. I've done some courageous things just to make a point. As a child, what is the worst thing as a child you could ever imagine? As a child, what is the worst thing you could ever imagine? I mean, now, thinking back now as you're an adult, getting your mum and dad's bed, you know what you've done it with your last partner. You left your DNA in the bed. You left your DNA in the bed. So you're going to get your mum and dad's bed because you're tired. You go to visit your mum and dad. You got that in your back in mind. What did mum and dad get up to last night? You could lay in their DNA. If your mum and dad take narcotics or alcoholism, you could be laying in that DNA, that alcoholic narcotics. So I'm just saying it from perspective, as a caring father would, because I don't know what the co-parents to my children are up to. They could be under the influence of alcoholism, narcotics, social services, the government. All these legal authorities are supposed to protect and serve mental well-being of children. My argument is, if them parents have been under the influence of alcoholism and narcotics, not saying they have, or they are, or they was, or whatever, I'm not pointing fingers, but if they are, which I don't know. I'm not a police inspector. I'm not a FBI agent. I don't know what the co-party's up to, but all I know is health and safety. Stop, eat out to help out. Saves lives. Stop spreading DNA. I mean, spreading DNA is drinking anything sinful. Even if you leave your DNA in the bed, you're leaving, which is sexual feces on the bed for your children, your beloved children that you let lay in the bed, knowing that your partner has gone out at night on alcoholism and narcotics, and your children lay in your bed where that DNA was left. I've done some complete vulgarism, but I've used my knowledge about doing what I've done in my past shows I've done. I'll say it as it is because I've got no shame in the world. How far I've come, what I've achieved, and what I'm still going to achieve in life. People can point fingers, people can say this, say that about me. One thing I don't do is leave DNA. My mum and dad, my brother, my sister, come visit me. The last thing they want to do is sit at the settee knowing that my DNA could be left on the settee or on the floor. Or in a tissue. If you do it in a tissue, you might spill a bit. Do it in a cup. You can aim your eye into the cup. You can aim your feces into the cup. Drink it. It's got no chance of being. If you tip it down a sink, you don't know if that gets recycled and pushed back through the water. You're not spreading your feces, are you? You're not spreading your feces. Absolutely not. So what I've done yesterday, which you probably think, wow, that's really outrageous. I was trying to make a point more than anything else. I was trying to make a point that the pain I'm receiving, and there's been no support. And I've aired it on my YouTube. My YouTube is probably it's polarized by professionals. Same as all these other channels that I've come on to chat with, adult conversations. The pain I'm receiving mentally, physically. When you become an alienated parent, everything in life you feel like is a struggle. Everything in life feels like a struggle. So the last breath of fresh air. Do you deserve what you're going through? Do my children still deserve what they're going through? Knowing that I was their beloved father. But I was just trying to make a point. Social service, all about protecting society. But I've said many times I've got a health concern of my children. I make sure everything's all right, but nothing's ever prompted. Nothing's ever there to be protected. I've made a big point, which really needs to be clamped down with fathers' rights. Even mothers as well that haven't got their rights. You got to think, think ahead, think logic out of the box. Your kids will get my kids or your kids will get into your other partner's, your ex-partner's bed. DNA, reactivism, narcotic from the night before. Kids are in it. But I'm saying the DNA, not only the sweat glands that come out of the body, the feces that come out of the body, i.e. genital semen from the scrotum, will be laying in the bed. Kids will be laying it. Who knows, that might enter the kid's mouth if he put his face in it. Because kids jump on the bed, they crawl up and down the bed, jumping up and down. So, we're talking about these great and magnificent things that protect society, but they don't really think logic, do they? They're not logical, they're not textbook. They're volatile. They're the worst inhumane, incompetent, inappropriate, incomprehensible organisations you could ever wish for. Absolute shambolic. Really are shambolic, horrific. They're your worst nightmare. You talk to them on the phone, they talk to you with complete vulgar attitude, like they think that you're in the wrong. But believe me, you are in the right. 2 seconds, got a phone call. Hello, mate. Yeah, I was, mate. Yeah, you all right?